crash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash. Yeah, they can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 15 carries, 123 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 64 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, he finds his man Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline,
and the pressure gets there and Winston goes down.
Brandon, if I'm a... offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. From the 44, Winston. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Winston now from the 50. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught by Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on second down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's got it to Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. He completes it to Evans. And that one results in 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston, he'll get this to Eckler. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Working out of the gun. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you'd like to.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 41, Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was rough. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Eckler, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's getting the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Winston. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On play action, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Gay's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They started on the ground with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alone. Second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Check three.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, Winston. Got an open man, it's Foster. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fight.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Winston. This is Miller, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Winston now. He finds his target. It's Evans. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, throw left side, completes Isabella. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston. That's caught by Howard.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now Winston and the Bucks down 20-17, 44 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still